Rachel Notley is mad at Justin Trudeau. She's mad at her climate warrior kissing cousin for dumping a carbon tax on her. Notley told a local Edmonton radio station this week that if the Liberals, and I quote, try to do it unilaterally without working with the provinces, they're going to find themselves running into a lot of hiccups and a lot of problems. This is a very complex, community-specific, economy-specific exercise, and you need to be thoughtful and collaborative in terms of how you move forward on it to make sure you get the benefits of the program without too many negative consequences, end quote. Can we just stop for a second and take this all in? Notley is mad that someone is unilaterally imposing a policy that she doesn't want without concern or care for what that would mean for her. Boy, that sure seems familiar, especially if you're a farmer, a small business person, or just an Albertan who buys stuff. Notley wasn't very thoughtful or collaborative when she was busy ramming her own ideas down all of our throats. Notley unilaterally imposed Bill 6. Her farm unionization law was passed with consultation from big unions and big labor groups without any consultation with farmers until well after the fact, and only after a serious prairie uprising, an uprising she ultimately ignored. Notley unilaterally imposed the hike in the minimum wage without consideration for the job losses or even listening to small businesses who were trying their best to explain to her the impact it would have on them, the restaurant and hospitality industry, and youth unemployment, which incidentally has gone up a full 5% since Notley's last hike in the minimum wage. In fact, Notley didn't even put her minimum wage hike to a vote in the legislature. She imposed it through what's called an order in council. So that's outside of the legislature, where a committee of MLAs just basically decide what's going to happen and then sign off on it without any input from you. And Notley is imposing a carbon tax of her own on Albertans. We know she certainly didn't campaign on a carbon tax, and she hasn't been listening to the nearly 2/3 of Albertans that polls show don't want her job-killing carbon tax on everything. Now, I dislike the Trudeau carbon tax with every fiber of my being. It will kill jobs in every corner of this country and make the cost of living more expensive for the people who can afford it the least. But I do like how Trudeau is making Notley twist herself in knots to try to defend her own job-killing carbon tax and attack Trudeau's carbon tax at the very same time. Notley knows she just can't have it both ways. And as far as a dictatorial government forcing policy onto Notley without consultation, I only have one thing to say. How does it feel, Notley? For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunreed. To sign our petition to stop Justin Trudeau's job-killing nationwide carbon tax, go to stopthecarbontax.com and send those Liberals a message.